All right, tonight I'm going back to the 94 Busch National season and racing at Watkins Glen. So, quick look at the points. After Myrtle Beach, I'm now sitting in second, 83 points behind Chad Little. I have four top fives, and all four of those are on short track. So, Bristol, Martinsville, Hickory, and Myrtle Beach. And both of my wins, one was at Martinsville, one was at Bristol. So the short tracks seem to be where I do the best, partly because you can kind of use pit strategy to take advantage of the AI a little bit, so that helps a lot. But tonight I'm going to be racing at Watkins Glen. And of course, being a kind of more into like short tracks and stuff, racing at Watkins Glen is a little hairy. But I think it'll be fun. I had a pretty good practice last night, so I'm looking forward to it as long as they keep the car on the track. All right, so Watkins Glen, 100% with 62 laps, which is about 150 miles. I think it comes out to like 151. 94 BGN. There were 39 cars in this race. I'm going to do 99%. Realistic, all boxes checked. I'm running the qualify fast setup. And I think I'm going to go straight to qualifying. I haven't really gotten my heel toe down. For some reason, my right foot is purely for the gas pedal when it comes to sim racing. I think that's because 20 years ago, when I played these sims constantly, they never had clutch pedals, so I never like got in the habit of trying to use a clutch pedal. So it was always right foot gas, left foot brake, and trying to practice right foot gas and brake just feels super weird. So I've gotten okay at using the clutch on shifting up, but downshifting, I don't think I'm really going to use it. Hopefully it doesn't destroy the transmission. All right, I'm going to go straight to qualifying. Oh gosh. And in real life, I think they probably shift down to second a lot more than I do. Oh man. This is going to be bad.
Okay, here comes your time lap. There's the checkered flag.
See, I'm pretty sure in turn 1 there, they get down to second. I'm thinking in the inner loop they might get down to second. And then definitely that last turn they get down to second in real life. I've only been going down to second in turn 1. And that in comparison to the AI, I am definitely much faster on the straightaways. So I haven't worried too much about going down to second. Alright, where am I at? 37th. Good. That'll make the start a little easier. I think if it stays clear, I think the car will be a little slower. And I've noticed in the cloudy weather that the engine dummy light will come on, like the water temperature. So I was thinking of trying to change the grill tape maybe, but honestly, I think it's probably my own shifting that's causing that. Like I'm over revving it before shifting into fourth. Like I should be shifting sooner. I think in the clear it won't be as big of an issue. All right. Yeah, I should probably practice a pit stop real quick, just to see where my pit stall is and stuff.
Keep it to 35. Keep it under 2,500 in seconds.
Okay, 35. Yeah, that's like a little under 2,500 in second.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Car left. Clear.
I don't like how the AI cut over on this straightaway. Like they make a pretty quick cut right there, instead of just kind of drifting over. So if you're on the inside coming out of that really wide round turn after the inner loop, you can get kind of cut off.
Keep it under 2,500 in seconds. Clear on the left.
Oh, I'm right after this little gate. Okay. All right. Hopefully that'll make it easy getting in. I think we'll only have to pit once. You know what?
Go! Keep it to 35. Keep it under 2,500 in seconds.
Where did pit road start exactly? Oh, okay, here's the line right here. So right where the concrete starts.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
All right.
You've been disqualified for reckless driving. Keep it to 35.
Forget it.
Keep it under 2,500 in seconds. Go!
All right, so I'm starting in the second to the last row. I think as we get further into the run, I'll be faster than the AI, or at least some of the AI. So I'm hoping that if we go green by the first pit stop, I'll be somewhere around 15th. I'm hoping, but I don't really know. I'm just gonna go for it. By the way, little trivia. This is the only track that goes clockwise. So here you fill up the gas tank from the passenger side instead of the driver's side like it is at all the other racetracks. I don't know if that's still true. I mean, it was true back in the 90s. I heard they were racing a road course in Charlotte now and racing a road course in Chicago or Detroit. So I don't know if those go clockwise or counterclockwise, but back in the day, Watkins Glen was the only one that went clockwise. So when they came to Watkins Glen, they had to like kind of alter the car so that they could put the fuel in from the passenger side instead of the driver's side. Useless 90s NASCAR trivia. All right, I'm ready to go. All right, it's sunny. I think this is.
Drivers, start your engines!
I think this is Chad Little's opportunity to make some points on me and extend his lead. But as long as I keep the car on the track, I think it'll be all right. And I like that it's clear. That'll help. But the first like 3 to 5 laps, I may even just kind of let everyone go and let it sort out like I like to do on restarts. And then once it sorts out a little bit, then I'll start picking my way through. I mean, there's not a whole lot of risk of like going a lap down, at least not for a while, so. So I think it'll be all right. With long pace lap. Yeah, it says we can go 40 laps. I remember in '96, Jeff Bodine won at Watkins Glen because he pit on lap 30 and lap 60. And he says that they came up with that strategy like a couple days before. And it just worked out perfect for him because he came in on, I think it was lap 60, and then while he was on pit road, a caution came out. So then he got out and he was in first place or in the top 3 or 4 on the last restart. That was Jeff Bodine's last win. So in the Cup cars, I guess 30 laps. They're saying Busch saying I can go 40. We'll see. See, right here in this turn, where in real life you turn off to go into the boot, if you come off this turn on the inside, or I guess depending on the how the track is arranged or what they're racing at, NASCAR always use this smaller course. But if you come up on this side out of that corner, the dudes on the left-hand side they'll just cut right over, and it's a pretty abrupt cut. So if you just have a little bit of space, they'll just cut right in front of you. So I don't really plan on being on the inside coming off that corner though. Who's that behind me? Oh, that's Shelmerdine. And apparently Shauna Robinson has much better ratings on the road courses. Yeah, she's up in 18th. So maybe I'll catch up to her later.
Get ready now. Going green. Pace car's in. Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green.
They start pretty slow right here.
Left side. Clear. Car left. Clear on the left. Car left. Clear.
Alright, still just kind of letting it sort out here.
Left side. Clear. Still there. Clear on the right. Right side. Clear. Car right. Clear.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
The yellow flag is out. Let's go. Race back to the line.
What was that? Was that Garvey? I wasn't even looking in my mirror. I guess I was just braking too slow. Trying to be careful. I'll have to see a replay. I have no idea what happened there. All right, well, no damage.
Pit road is closed.
It looked like I was pretty clear of Garvey. I mean, it seemed like
Okay, we're under caution. Catch up to the end of the pacing
seemed like
line.
I had gone
Stay behind
completely
the
past
05
him.
car.
It seemed like I had gotten past him, and I kind of assumed there would be a little gap there so I could get into the corner, but I guess not. And maybe just being a little too cautious at the start. All right, well, the car is fine. I might as well come in and get tires. And if no one else pits, then I'll have a little fresher tires than everyone. That'll be good. Some long base laps. Well, now I'm going to be checking my mirror going into turn one every time. All right, let's see if people are pitting. Looks like some people are pitting. Not everyone. All right, well, I'll definitely pit.
Pit road is now open.
Might as well.
Keep it to 35. Keep it under 2,500 in seconds. The pace cars in turn 1. The pace cars on the short straight. Go, go, go! Limits 35. Keep it under 2,500 in seconds. The pace cars coming into the S's. The pace cars in the S's. Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Stay behind the 19 car.
I think we're gonna have to go around a whole other lap. All right, so.
We're going green next time by.
Oh, okay. They give you the going green next time at the top of the hill. Yeah, it's, 20, I haven't played these games in like 20 years, but back around when this came out, I used to play this game constantly, but I never raced Watkins Glen or Sears Point. I just wasn't into it. At one point, when Project Wildfire came out, they did the Trans Am mod, and so I did a little bit of road racing in this game because I was in an online league at the time, and that was kind of cool. But even in those races, I didn't do very well. If there was like 15 people in the race, I'd finish like 12th. But then we would race the ovals, and I'd finish top 5. I'd be one of, if this was real life, I'd be one of those drivers where the owner would come to me and be like, hey man, how about you just run the first lap and then we put Dorsey Schrader in the car? Or Butch Leitzinger, or what was that dude's name with the goatee? Oh man, I'm drawing a blank. The dude with the goatee and the afro. Borset. And I'd be like, oh come on, all right, yeah, I'll just come in on the first caution and let Borset run it. Or Wally Dallenbach, or Tommy Kendall. Any of those dudes. Alright, let's try this again.
Get ready now. Going green. The pace car's in. Green, green, green! Car left. Clear. Left side. Still there.
I almost spun out on that downshift there because I don't got the heel toe thing going on.
Left side. Clear on the left. Left side. Still there. Clear. Car left. Still there. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear. Car left. Still there. Still there. Clear.
Almost got in that grass. I thought the 04 of Ken Wallace was going to go around right there.
Clear on the left. Side. Clear.
Garvey's got some damage on his bumper.
Car left. Clear. Clear.
Don't hit me, Garvey.
Car left. Clear on the left.
Spotter.
Still there. Clear on the left.
See, I'm definitely more conservative on my braking. But I think I prefer it that way.
Car right. Still there. Still there. Clear. Side. Clear. Left side. Clear.
That was close. I mean, if Garvey runs into the back of me under braking, I can trash him in the media. If I were to run into him, then he trashes me. I don't want to get trashed in the media. Guess that's the way I see it. Or it's kind of like on the street. Whoever rear ends the person is the one at fault. All right, I'm starting to make some progress. Feeling a little more confident.
Left side. Clear.
Not like side by side through the inner loop confident, but
right side. Still there. Still there. Clear. Right side. Clear on the right. Car left. Clear on the left. Car left. Still there. Still there. Clear.
I wonder if some of these guys I'm passing are guys that didn't pit under the caution.
Car left. Clear on the left. Left side. Still there. Clear on the left. Side. Clear. All right. Clear. Left side. Clear on the left.
Man, there's a really fine line there between getting on the brakes hard and flat spotting the tires. 3 wide into the inner loop? I don't think so. No, thank you. Whoops.
Left. Still there.
Go, go, go.
Left side. Still there. Clear on the left. Clear on the left. All right. Clear on the right.
Alright, I'm making progress. Just forgot to shift right there. Looks like I am catching these guys. I'm definitely catching Porter here. The Millicron car. I'm pulling away from Patty Moise a little bit. Looks like that's Mike Wallace in front of Randy Porter. I'll bet you Mike Wallace hasn't pit yet. I'll bet you he didn't pit on that caution. Looks like Randy Porter is catching him too. And I honestly haven't seen what the cars do when someone's pitting. So I'm not sure how they'll go into the pits.
Still there.
Like if cars are gonna go take a high line in that last turn or something. Yeah, Mike Wallace definitely is on older tires.
Car left. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear. There are the cross flags. We're halfway home.
Halfway. And that's officially halfway through the season as well. This is the midpoint.
The leader's pitting now.
Okay, it seems like if these guys are going to pit now, everyone has to pit at least once. Wouldn't it make sense to just pit now? I mean, as long as I don't lose a lap while I'm pitting. Okay, these guys are pitting. I mean, I'm not going to put those guys a lap down, so staying out to try and lap the field isn't really going to work. Thinking you just want to get the new tires and get back out. Since everyone's going to have to pit anyway, and even if there's a caution, you're not going to lose a lap. Because I don't want to lose time to those guys that just pit. I'd like to be able to make up those positions. Though I would like to lead a lap and get those bonus points. See, that's I got a heel toe. There I downshift and almost spun the car out. I'm gonna have to practice that. Though it feels so unnatural to hit the brake with my right foot playing these games.
Clear. Car left. Clear.
Even though that's what I do in my road car. Guess I definitely don't want to be fighting these guys. This is only going to slow me down. But I'd like to lead a lap here. So I can get the bonus points.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Ugh. All right. Technically, I'm now in 5th. Boy, Rumley is right on my bumper. I'm starting to get worried they're going to run me over.
The leader's pitting now.
Oh, but I want to lead a lap.
Car left.
Actually, that's Bobby Dotter.
Clear
He's
on
now
left.
going to be in the leader. That's for position. All right, I'm going to pit.
Keep it to 35. Keep it under 2,500 in seconds.
Might as well get extra just in case they don't run me out of gas.
Go, go, go! Yes, we nailed that stop. Great work, guys. Limit's 35. Keep it under 2,500 in seconds.
He says we nailed that one. It was 15 seconds. Last night he said there's a problem with their ranch and it was 14.6. Go figure.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Oh man, they're showing us
What?
a black flag. Looks like they caught us speeding on pit road. They're gonna make us drive through this pitch without stopping.
Speeding. Wasn't it 2,500 in second? Don't get in the grass. Oh, that was close.
Limit's 35. Keep it under 2,500 in seconds.
I pressed the clutch instead of pressing the brake. Oh, I think I was speeding again just now, wasn't I? Probably should have practiced this a little better. Wow, that's bad. Okay. Yeah, it's like 2250. Crap, I'm gonna get another one.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Oh man, they're showing us a black flag. Looks like they called it speeding on pit road.
Oh,
they're gonna make
man.
it to a stop and go. You gotta come in for this black flag.
Alright, this is a disaster now.
Here comes the leader. Here comes the leader. Car left. Clear.
Alright, now I have to pit again, and my tires are all screwed up from being flat spotted. I was coming into the pits, and I hit the clutch with my left foot instead of the brake. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, 2,500.
35. Keep it under 2,500 in seconds.
Alright, that should be good right there. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, my front tires look horrible. Alright. It's just so slow.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
Alright, no black flag that time.
You gotta come in for this black flag.
I just did. Why is he saying that? Did he not say drive through without stopping? Maybe was the second one a stop and go or something? This is a disaster. Should have put Boris in the car. Alright, so I have to go in again?
Car left. Limit's 35. Keep it under 2,500 in seconds.
Wow. Okay. This is bad.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine, but I don't think I can move.
Looks like we're bent up on the back end.
Yeah, no kidding, but I'm stuck in the tires.
You've exploded a tire.
Yeah, no shit. I can't move at all. Come on. Can I call the tow truck? At least I'm getting new tires. Wow. Wow, that's bad. I think when I okay,
Go,
now
go, go!
okay, I
Limit
just did the
35.
penalty.
Keep it under 2,500 in seconds.
All right, so the first time I sped, and then he said, okay, do a drive-through, just drive through. The second time when I was doing the drive-through, I sped, and then I guess he must have said you got to do a stop and go, and I just heard you got to do a drive-through. So I
Okay,
came
you're
down
clear
and
of
did
pit
another
lane.
drive-through. And then it didn't clear the black flag because I didn't stop. I just did a drive-through. So then I had to come in again. And when I tried to come in, I guess I tried to turn in front of Tim Fedewa or something. And then got stuck in the wall. Yeah, I got stuck in those tires right there. And they didn't even call a caution for that. And the worst part about this damage is I can't see out the mirror. Well, so at this point I'm just hoping for some wrecks or something. Or people blowing up or something. That's too bad. After the first pit stop, it looked like I had come out in about 18th or something. So I think I was headed towards the top 15. Oh, and this is Chad Little behind me, the points leader. least I can say that I haven't been in this position in a while. I was doing awesome at Rockingham in the second race of the season. I got a fortuitous caution, had almost the whole field a lap down, and then Mike Skinner spun on the backstretch right in front of me, and there was nothing I could do. Then I had a bunch of damage. Rode around for like maybe 50 laps, and then the engine blew up. Shit. Shoot. I was trying to let, come on. I was trying to let David Green go, and I just got off in the grass. Come on. Don't get in the grass. Okay.
Right side. Clear.
That's Tim Feet away. I think that's who I turned in front of when going into pit road.
Left side.
I didn't see any damage on
Clear
him.
on
He
the
must
left.
be all right. So I got all wrecked at Rockingham. And then the next race at Richmond, I wrecked myself on accident. Had some pretty bad damage and then just rode around trying to get the best finish I could get. I don't think I've wrecked like that since then until this. Oh, at the end of Darlington, I did wreck. But I rode around under caution. And then we went green with 1 lap to go. So it didn't really matter.
Left side.
Or I didn't have to limp around like this.
Clear.
There's someone doing worse than me here. Who's that, Roy Payne? Shelmerdine's pretty slow.
Still there. Clear. Left side. Clear.
I was trying to let Mike McLaughlin go. I didn't want to let Shelmerdine go.
Right side. Clear.
I can't believe there hasn't been any attrition at all. No one's blown an engine or anything? And how did the tow truck come and get my car and there not be a caution? Right? Like, what's up with that?
Left side. Clear on the left. Right side. Still there. Clear.
Boy, I could see him in my mirror.
left side. Still there. Clear.
Five to go, about.
Just 5 more to go.
I'm actually starting to catch Jason Keller and Mike McLaughlin now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. A little fast through there.
Left side. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear. Left side. Still there.
Wow, I actually went side by side through the inner loop with him that time. Made it work. This is basically just practice for my 92 Cup race here coming up.
Car left. Still there.
At this point.
Clear on the left.
This is the only road course race in the Busch Series.
Car left. Still there. Clear on the left. Car right. Clear.
I keep grabbing the shifter right there like I'm gonna shift. Whoa. I think maybe that's where they shift down to second right there.
One more lap to go. Still there. Clear on the left.
Yeah, and these days the Busch Series predominantly just ran on the East Coast or the Eastern U.S. So they went to Watkins Glen, but they didn't go to
Yellow
Sears
flag is out.
Point.
Let's go. Race back to the line. Car stops on the left.
Oh my, I didn't even see that car. I flew right by him, I didn't even see him. I just heard it. The Truck Series did a lot more dates on the West, like in California. Went to Phoenix a couple times a year. Tucson, Colorado. Portland. Whoops, whoops, whoops.
Pit road is closed.
You know, I don't... Even with that guy falling out of the race, I don't think there were enough laps that I could actually catch
There's
him.
the checkered flag.
Man, well, thank God that's over. Nah, I need to practice that more to get better at it, but you don't race enough road courses in NASCAR to really like worry about it. At least I don't. I mean, in the Cup Series, they race 2 road courses. In this series, they race 1. What happens if you just go through here? Nothing? In this series, they just race 1. In the Truck Series, it's pretty much just 1, except Topeka. But I don't have a Topeka track. or the PWF didn't make one, and it wasn't in the base game, so. I bet they black flag you or something if you skip the inner loop during the race.
Keep it to 35. Keep it under 2,500 in second. The race is over. Come on in.
All right. All right, this was 14. Watkins Glen. 14. Watkins Glen. All right, Ricky Craven won it. Chad Little got second. I finished 38th. You know, and I mean, it was all my fault, but let's see here. Yeah, so I forget the order exactly, but I was doing pretty good. Like here, I'm in 22nd. I remember going by Mike Wallace here. It's my sloppy braking into turn one, flat spot in the tires and stuff. Let's see. All right, so I pit, and this is where I sped on pit road the first time. Let's see. All right, at the line, I'm only going 33. The pit road does go downhill, so I wonder if that's when I sped. Because I'm not speeding there. I haven't sped yet. All right, there I'm 34. Still not speeding. 33. 35. 36. 37. Man, it was right at the end there. You know, that's what it was. I think I was doing fine the whole time, but there's this downhill on pit road, and I think I just kept going. I kept holding the gas the same right there, but then gravity was helping me out a little bit, and that's how I sped. Just barely though. I was right at the line. All right, that's just my fault. Not enough practice at this track. Let's see. So then I had the black flag. So I come back in. And this time it just said, just drive through. All right, when I hit the line, I'm going 32. And right there, I'm speeding. And it's flat right there. I mean, I have no excuse there. So this is the drive through. Okay, see there, it looks like I'm starting to realize, like, hey, wait a second. See, I basically take my foot off the gas almost completely right there. Yeah, see, I still hit 36 there. All right, so I think I sped twice there. I don't know if that one at the end counted, but so then I think because I had gotten another black flag, now the rule changed to do a stop and go. So I came in this time. Yeah. Not speeding, not speeding. And right there, they're putting my pit sign down. wanting me to stop. So I think on this lap, this should have been a stop and go. I should have stopped right there, but I didn't. And the crew chief and the owner and everyone is sitting there going, what the hell is he doing? We should have put Boris Ed in the car. Or Butch Lightsinger or something. All right, so then I come around and it says you still got to clear the black flag. So then I'm like, crap, I think I was supposed to stop and go. And so right here, I'm thinking, okay, I got to pit. But Fidua comes off right there. And I end up kind of hitting the brakes and cutting across Fidua. Right there. Let's see here. Oh, let's see the spectator view. Yeah. I thought he'd go around me. And then I was just stuck. I was stuck in the tires. The car just clipped into the tires there. I couldn't get out. Even though it wasn't that badly damaged. Let's see here. Yeah, see, the car is like clipped into the tires. Yeah, and then I'm stuck. There's nothing I can do. I couldn't get out. And so then finally I teleport. We stay green and the tow truck comes out onto the racetrack, hooks me up, brings me back to my pit road, all without a caution. Not that it would have mattered. And then I got going again. That was just dumb. That's just amateur hour right there. All right, there was one other thing at the very beginning. Mike Garvey ran into the back of me going into turn one. And it totally surprised me. See, you know, I noticed this throughout the race. It seems like I was on the brakes way too much. Or I was just going slow through this first turn. Yeah, I mean, they're going like 65. I'm going 60. And so these guys are catching up in them, just kind of bunching them up all together. That's just from lack of practice. But the AI is pretty good here. I mean, they don't like try and dive bomb you 3 wide or anything. So it's not too bad. Where was that? Right there. So I passed Garvey, and I guess I thought he was going to stay on the inside or something. I don't know. I wasn't even really looking in my rearview mirror. I just figured I was past him. And then, you know, this is kind of my fault. I'm not really in either lane. This is where he's sitting there going, pick a lane, man. Because I'm kind of half in the bottom lane, or half on the inside lane and half on the outside lane. So, I mean, that's lack of practice too. I think I kind of deserved that one. That was my fault. I didn't think they'd run into me though. So that was that incident. And then there was one cool part. Yeah, I was going around the 6 and we were side by side in the inner loop. I think it was right here. Yeah, we're side by side. Okay, we're giving each other plenty of room here. Okay, that looked pretty clean. Yeah, that was really clean. Oh, oh, my mouse is wigging out. Yeah, I mean, I'm not crowding him or anything. All right, that looked pretty good. So as long as I got the car under control, I can go side by side through there. And I never blew up the transmission, so that's good. All right, got it saved, got it exported. Ricky Craven wins it. Chad Little second. Man, I think I lost quite a few spots in the points. Oh well, I was sitting in second, so I was getting pretty high anyway. I don't like being too high. All right, let's see if this works. Guessing it won't. Okay, they're all in order. Daytona, Rockingham, Atlanta. There's Watkins Glen. You know, eventually after like the fourth or fifth time it works. I should just edit all this out. Rockingham, Richmond, Martinsville, Darlington. Where's Atlanta? Hickory, Rougemont. There's Atlanta. Bristol, Loudon, Dover, Myrtle Beach, Watkins Glen, and then Charlotte. Well, this column is wrong, but I'm now fourth in points behind Chad Little, Bobby Dotter, and Dennis Setzer, and then me, and then Johnny Benson. So I'm still in the hunt. I mean, I was due for a bad race. I've had some pretty good races to this point, so it is what it is. That's the last road course on the schedule, so don't have to worry about that anymore. All right, the real race, the Phase 150. I don't know what Phase is. It's kind of like Goody's headache powder. I don't think we even get that here in Arizona. I've never seen Goody's headache powder except just that they sponsor NASCAR. I'm guessing it's like Alka-Seltzer. Same thing with Phase. I've never heard of that. I'm guessing it's a grocery store, but I don't know. Anyway, the Phase 150, Terry Labonte won it. Bobby Dotter, Tracy Leslie, David Green, Hermie Sadler, Robert Presley, Ricky Craven, Chad Little, Larry Pearson. They had 15 on the lead lap. And look at all this attrition. This was when they were still doing the V6 engines, which it was typical back then to have a lot of attrition. But I think they saw that the engines were just having a hard time finishing the races. So they switched to the V8s in 95. The cars sound weird if you watch any of these races from 94 or before. It sounds like the old Goodies Dash series, and I don't think that series has been around for a long time. But the Goodies Dash series was even cooler. Well, I don't know. It was cool. Um, yeah, so this was the real race. And qualifying was rained out, so they had the Busch drivers lined up on the outside line, and then they had the Busch North point leaders lined up on the inside line. So, or vice versa. So Dale Shaw was the Busch North points leader, so he started second, and Kelly Moore started fourth. He was second in the Busch North points. So those two got to start up front. I remember Kelly Moore from back in the day. He was in the 47 car, but I remember him in that white and green Tic Tac car. That was a classic car back then. And we only got one Busch North race a year at least in Arizona. On TNN, they would show the doubleheader of the modifieds and the Busch North series at Loudon every year. So I got to see Kelly Moore race like once a year, basically. All right. Okay. Well, I think the next race is in South Boston, which will be awesome. Looking forward to that one. I'm glad we got this road course out of the way. If anyone ever watches this, thanks so much for watching. Sorry I couldn't have done better. I should have practiced more, but it is what it is. All right, that's it for this one.